Blair, any red flags for you?
Yeah, totally. Excessive drinking, drunkenness, and or drug use. Absolutely.
Okay.
I think it's a real cut and dry thing.
Solid.
What is that Smith song? Oh, How Soon Is Now is the one I was thinking about. That's a great song. You don't like the Smiths? Anyways, whatever.
It's not that I don't like them. It's just like the guys
if
who
the
listen
guy-
to them are dicks.
Okay.
Or I'm not generalizing, but just
Is it
in
about
my
the music,
experience,
the lyrics? What is it
No,
about?
I don't know. It's just like
Morrissey?
they just like, yeah, actually maybe. Maybe it is. They're just trying to emulate Morrissey or something like that. I don't know.
What is it about Morrissey?
I just think they just like kind of want like that rock star life where they're just like fucking every bitch they come into contact with and do not care. And like do not care about like feelings at all.
I used to have a hamster named Morrissey when I was 13.
Damn. Okay. I want all the guys in the chat while this stream is on, go listen to How Soon Is Now by the Smiths while you're watching this. Okay. So and so you gave a couple of your red flags.
So just to elaborate on that, like I'm okay with like grabbing a drink with your girlfriends, you know, and that kind of stuff. But if it's just like every weekend, day in and day out, just sloppy drunk, drugs, you know, it's just I can't do that. Like you could probably say I'm a pretty fit and healthy person. That's just, you know, that's just turn off for me.
We need to can you do like show the tries a little bit or
Oh, here.
Do like a down one? Oh shit. Fucking guns. Watch out, Mike Davis. He's coming for you. Beta male music. Okay, goddamn. Okay.
Sorry, Chase.
Yeah, you're out doing Chase there. Did you guys want to? So you said like going to clubs and bars and.
Well, so no, you can go to the club and all that.
Okay.
It's just like if you're just getting sloppy drunk all the time and doing a lot of drugs, you know, that's where I draw the line. Like you can go to the club with your girlfriends, have some cocktails, dance, whatever. Like that's all fine. I'll even have drinks with you, but
yeah.
we're not getting plastered all the time. You know.
Yeah, I'll give my red flag. So I mean, big one is if they're rude to wait staff or retail staff.
Huge.
100%
Like if
agree.
I'm out with for dinner for a drink and they're like kind of rude to them, I try to be like super polite to like people who are serving food or whatever. So that's a big one if they're rude to them. If I'm on a date with a girl and she looks at her phone, that's like, it's okay if she's like preempts it, like, hey, I'm sorry, I got to text someone really quick, or that's okay. But if they're like, they pull out their phone and they're on it for a bit while we're having a conversation,
1,000%.
I'll let it slide one time. But if they do it 2 or 3 times, I've done this before. And I recommend you guys do this. Like, don't fucking tolerate this shit. Literally just fucking get up and leave. I've done that. Like, because I'm not going to, it's just either she's not interested or she's just socially inept or rude. So to me, that's very rude. That'd be like if I was having a conversation with you and I busted out a fucking newspaper. Oh, what's the fucking book? So I mean, start reading
New
a
York
book in
Times.
conversation, especially on the first date. Like if you're with friends, like it's a bit more acceptable to like, here, let me pull out my phone. But first date and you're looking like you're pulling out your phone. I've definitely had it. I've done this. I will just get up, be like, hey, see ya, and walk off.
Yeah.
And they're usually pissed as fuck after that. But I mean, it's just rude. So
You also don't owe them an explanation as well.
yeah, I mean,
Once you're done.
Yeah.
let's see what I think that's kind of a minor red flag, but
I don't think that's a minor.
well,
I think that's a big deal.
I mean, there's certainly worse things that
Unless you're
could
like
do.
showing them, hey, look at this cool thing I saw on Instagram. Like pull it
Yeah.
up. But
No, it's like they're actually responding to
that's what I'm saying. That's
But
Like
if
if-
they preempt it and it's like, hey, oh, this is my mom, I got to text her back,
Right.
that's
Yeah.
fine. But if they just pull it up, and I think once I saw a girl like look at her story or something, I was like, okay.
Yeah, and she's on Tinder on the outside.
Yeah, she fucking pulls up. Yeah,
Like,
that's
it's like, hold on, I gotta do a Hinge update.
Like if they're just like on their phone for like the entire date, you're just sitting there like,
why are you there?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, what
Yeah.
the fuck are you doing? Like, what? Like, do you not want to engage in a conversation right now? Like, if someone were to pull out their phone while we're on a date and just like go through their Instagram feed, I'd be so upset. Like, have a conversation with me. Like, I want a conversation. I'm not on my phone, so don't be on yours. Like, it's just also common decency at that point. Like, hello.
Yeah, and I want to make something clear. I mean, that's pretty rare for that. I've had that happen maybe, I mean, probably it's I don't know what the percentage would be, but maybe only 3 or 4 times. One of the times I was like, what? And I kind of just sat there, and then the rest one time it was not a big deal. She just checked it once. I was like, let it go. But then the other 2 is kind of chronic. So then I legit just got up and left. So
As you should, honestly. Like, if
I
they're
don't
not
know.
going to try, don't try.
Maybe,
Like,
do you guys think that's a bit extreme? Because what am I going to do? I could address it, but then I just feel like it's
awkward to address it.
going to be
Yeah, be
weird.
like-
You shouldn't
I'm
have to
What you doing
address
on
it.
there?
Get the
Exactly.
fuck off your phone. Like,
What you looking at? Like, no, like, I mean, if she's just gonna be like constantly on her phone, it's like you guys are on a date. It's understandable to just like leave.
yeah, my impression is that it's probably like 50-50. Either she's just kind of like, she's either a bit rude or she's just not interested.
Yeah.
So,
it's like-
either way, it's just, I don't know, it's kind of dumb.
Maybe
Yeah.
she has like social anxiety or like
It could be that.
social like unawareness, you know?
It could be that too.
She, like,
So
can't
maybe
prepare.
maybe
Can I add a
course.
semi-red flag
Yeah,
on
of
that
course.
issue? Being overly obsessive with social media also.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
So, like always like super meticulous about how their photo looks or how many followers they have or how many followers other people have, stuff like that. Unless it's for a good purpose, right? Like for you, for example, you have a social media presence and that's part of your end goal is to grow that fan base. So like that makes more sense. But if it's just like you're just a casual person, like overly obsessing about your page, then it's like a little weird.
What do you guys think about this? People that post a lot of stories, like I'm talking 10, 20 stories in a day. To me, that's a little, like unless they're like social media content creator, like just a normal person and they're just posting like all this stuff, to me, that's a slight indicator that they're a little, kind of like the same thing with the uppercase first letter of each word. And then just a shit ton of emojis. I'm like a little bit like,
It's
there's
kinda
a little
annoying.
something off.
Yeah. I feel like it's like narcissistic tendencies.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A little
and
bit.
it's like nobody wants to see that. Who
Yeah.
cares if you're at 7-Eleven getting a Gatorade? Shut up. Like no one cares.
Based.
Like, I don't think
This
they
isn't
need
a
to.
guide post, though.
Like, I don't need to. I don't need to see what you're doing every second of the day. Oh, you just went to the bank. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't need to know that. I don't think anybody needs to know that. You just went to the doctor and got like what? A colonoscopy? I also don't need to know that. Thank you so much for sharing, but I don't need to know that though. It's just like some of them post every single second of their day and it's like, no. Like, come on. Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me, but
Also,
I mean,
it's different though on a private story.
on a private
That's
it's-
true.
yeah.
Yeah.
On
Because
a
like
private,
then you're showing your homegirls, oh, look at this fun stuff I'm doing. Right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
On a private story, totally different. But if you're doing it on your public story and you're telling them every single detail to your life, on your public story, nobody needs to know that. Nobody at all. Thank you for sharing, but no.
Word. I got 2 more I mean, I have a bunch of red flags, but I'll just share 2 and then
Ooh,
we'll
love.
move on to the next topic. So I don't really drink much. Occasionally I'll have a beer, a glass of wine, but I don't drink much. So a girl who drinks a lot, parties a lot, goes to nightclubs or bars regularly, to me, it's not so much a red flag. It can sort of be. It's just more like there's a commonality there that's just, it's not linking up, So
Yeah.
since I don't drink a lot, since I don't go to bars, I don't go to clubs, I don't really party. Frankly, I've said this before, I'd rather masturbate with sandpaper than go to a nightclub or bar. That's how much I dislike bars and nightclubs. So because I don't like that, that's something I'd value in a partner. They're not super into going to bars and nightclubs.
Homebody, right?
Yeah, I think more of a home. I mean, we can go out and do things, go to the beach, like, I don't know, see movies and stuff, but I don't know. I'm definitely more on the introverted side. So